What is happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Subaru field day video. Bobbi's car needs a little bit of love, not too much, but we got to make this thing look nice again for her so she can start driving it again, being that all the snow's gone. And of course, this car needs to be finished up. If you guys watched the last video on the channel, you know that we did the full paint correction on that car, a little restoration type of thing. And we ended up peeling some paint on the front bumper when we removed the clear bra. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna spray the bumper myself or if I was gonna just pay someone to do it. And as you can see, it's all prepped out, ready to go. So today we are gonna be painting the bumper, and I'm gonna spray out the wing as well because that guy was a little bit faded, and that car is a show car, apparently. I don't know why you gotta do that to the cars, but it is what it is. So we need to go ahead and get some primer laid down on this, but before primer is some adhesion promoter. We gotta clean it, spray out the adhesion promoter because it is bare plastic in a lot of areas, and then prime the bare areas, and then we gotta let that dry, and we can sand it, and then we can paint it. We got all the adhesion promoter laid down, testing out some different products today from a different company, Gentech. I've been recommended these a few times, so let's test out their primer real quick. Make sure you mix your primer, that's why. All right, we got the bumper in primer. We need to let the primer dry and shrink up for about 4 hours at the very minimum. I'm gonna give it much longer, but I think that's the minimum is 4 hours. In the meantime, let's give this old girl some love. Well, as you can see, winter got the best of this car the one time it was driven in the winter, and the front lip got destroyed. This thing does need an entire makeover like we just did on that car. One of these days we'll get around to it. It definitely needs a polish and a ceramic coat, but for now, she gets a new lip. Old lip is off, new lip is on. Good to go. Just got the black STI cleaned up and Bobbi's STI cleaned up. So Jared and I are gonna pop out real quick and go do some nice photos. Finally, nice enough to drive some summer cars. It feels good. You may or may not see this photo on a very, very nice print available soon at vossen.com. This is gonna be a very sick photo. All right, let's go ahead and give this bumper a nice little wet sand with some 600. Should be quick and easy. Let's get her knocked down.
Come on, baby.
She might be out of gas. It's flashing.
Frick. Hey, not the skirts.
I always forget this piece of poop.
It's flashing?
It's flashing and it's not showing any fuel.
Oh my gosh. Sounds good. Do you want me to go open up the garage?
She hasn't been fired up in years, so we gotta pull that hyper glue out. I have come to the conclusion that my inflatable booth is the biggest piece of shit in the world and I'll probably never use it again. Shout out Bob. Not that Bob, the other Bob. For letting me use the booth today. I set the parts on the bake cycle and then left, and now we're back at the shop and I'm gonna pick those parts up in the morning. And Bobbi is crying because
I never get to drive my cars.
correct. So tonight we are fixing her Evo 10 real quick. Nothing really wrong with it. It just needs a clutch bled, which it's such a big task. I've been putting it off for about a year now. Pretty sick. So we're gonna bleed the clutch, get her front bumper back on. As you guys know, this motor needs to come back out of the car. Because this car makes so much damn sauce, it pulled the threads out of the block on the front passenger side head stud. So this whole motor's gotta come back apart and we have to re-thread the block. But Bobbi, if you don't make a lot of boost, you'll be fine and you won't push coolant. So until then, you can pussyfoot around.
Do what?
Pussyfoot around.
Yeah.
Why did Jared come in and leave? He got scared of the camera.
Embarrassed.
Huh?
He got embarrassed.
I understand. So let's bleed this clutch and hopefully it's good to go. Oh, we gotta charge the battery too. All right, pump her up. All right, hold. Okay, pump. It's gonna get stuck to the floor. All right, so the car's all finished up, good to go. Got the bumper on, got the clutch bled, and assembled a few other little random things. And I never showed you guys this, but I got Bobbi this for Christmas. Bobbi, just go grab the damn thing and hold it up and show them what you got.
I honestly think this is like one of the coolest things ever.
Give them some details.
So here we have a Evo 10 steering wheel, and this has custom purple stitching to match my purple car, along with a purple stripe up top and carbon detailing all around yonder.
And it's made by?
Who?
Shout outs to AZA Auto Wheel for getting this knocked out for Bobbi's car. Sorry it took so long to install it, my friends, but now we're gonna install it because Bobbi just asked me to and I can't say no.
Because I'm actually driving the car now.
Yeah, she's actually driving this car. This thing still needs so much work. Let me do, here, hold this camera. Let me give them a quick breakdown of what we gotta do. So we're completely changing the whole engine setup. As you guys know, it already needs to be rebuilt. Whole turbo setup's gonna be changed. So whoever wants a very, very spicy driven fab turbo kit with a 9174 that can make like 900 wheel, hit me up because we'll hit up Bobbi or I, because Bobbi owes me money for her new turbo kit that's been sitting in the shop for 6 years. So that's getting all changed up. Of course, we resprayed the body of the car. We still need to go through and wet sand the entire car. No orange peel, no dirt, no nothing. There's a couple runs that we still got to pull out, and then we need to polish the whole thing. Bobbi is kind of debating changing the caliper color. Are you changing the purple in the bay too?
I don't know.
It's a little bit suspect because now you have the wheel.
That's fine. I would like that with no matter color.
So there's that, and I think that's pretty much it. It's a lot of work though, and I think I may respray the bay when the motor's out.
Did you say something about tinting the carbon?
Yeah, I need to tint the carbon as well. but I kind of want to go for, I mean, the car pretty much already is a show car, but I really want to like take the Bay to the next level. But Evo 10s just have so much shit going on. It's kind of like an STI. Unlike an 8 or 9, where it's kind of hard to make them really, really clean because we have like all the BS. Like who the hell puts the ECU in the engine bay? It's whack. But let's go ahead and install the steering wheel. Disconnect your battery before you do any airbag stuff. And yeah, let's get her knocked out. Old wheel is out. We got to pull off the goodies. But look, check this out, my friends. Shit, not shit.
It's not, literally. It's... There we go. It wasn't even screwed in. Okay. Whoa. That looks so good. Oh, damn.
She is in and looking like a nice pair of snack, Bobby says. What do you think?
It looks so good.
Tell them where to get one.
AZA Auto Wheel.
Down below.
Link down below.
Thank you, AZA, for sending this thing over for Bobby and I to thoroughly enjoy. Bobby will probably have a Woody as she drives her car down to the coffee stand. Okay, she's not gonna have a Woody, but I would if I was driving this car. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning when we go get the bumper and wing. Goodbye. Hello again. Just went and picked up the bumper and the wing. And like I said yesterday, I really need to stop using that inflatable booth. I think there's probably one piece of dirt in this whole entire bumper, which is right there. That's gonna take like 3 seconds to nib out and polish. It is very, very flat. It's probably the same texture as the factory car. The color spot on. There's no weird stuff because we can actually see what we're doing in the booth. And then, I don't know if you guys remember the wing before. It was a little bit faded. I don't even know if I showed you guys, but here it is now. Perfect condition. Let's do a little color check. Okay, so here's the factory part. Quite nice. All right. Let's go ahead and assemble the wing, get the wing on, assemble the bumper, get the bumper on, and we can finally be done with this car, and I'm gonna go drive it to the coffee stand and show Bobby how cool it is. I am amazed at how good the wing turned out. Very pleased. I know it's not a belt match, it's not sitting right up against anything, but you can just tell that the color is dead nuts on. Oh my gosh, this car is so freaking nice. Before we assemble the front bumper, we have all of these random plastic pieces, the grille section, the fog light covers, and I suppose that's about it. I'm gonna go through and clean them up and hit them with the one and only Cerakote trim coat. Ready for some magic? So if you're a little technical like me and you want them perfect, saturate a little brush in the trim coat, and then you can kind of get down in these valleys here. As you can see, because with the pad, it's kind of impossible, but with the brush that's saturated in the trim coat, you can get right down in there and make them perfect. Well friends, I believe this is gonna be the first drive with the brand new motor. Maybe I've driven it once before, I'm not sure. But here she is all finished up outside, and this thing looks absolutely phenomenal. Front bumper color, as you can see, is a touch off. But then if you go, it's kind of funny, if you go look at the back of the car, it is the same exact difference. So technically, it's OE spec. Other than the rusty rotors on this thing, because we haven't driven it at all, it looks so freaking nice. Drop a comment below, let me know what you think of how she turned out. Let's go see what Bobbi thinks.
It looks really good, and I think you should sell it now.
Well friends, we set out to build the cleanest, most OEM spec Hyper Blue STI that I possibly could. And I think it's safe to say that we achieved that goal. Now, I'm not gonna say this is the cleanest Hyper Blue STI in the world. There's probably a new one sitting out there somewhere, hidden away in someone's garage. But overall, this thing is pretty damn nice, especially for the amount of miles. This car has 70,000 miles on it. If I were to see this thing in person and I did not know how many miles there were, I would think like 10, 15,000 miles. I love this color. Looks right at home next to the other girls. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to pick up the front lip that we installed on Bobbi's STI, we picked that thing up from Import Image from a company called Noble. So I'll have that link down below. And if you want to pick up the carbon steering wheel we installed on Bobbi's Evo 10, that is from AZA Auto Wheel, which I will also have linked down in the description box below. Peace out, my good friends, and I'll see you boys in the next video.